thank you for joining us here on the 2019 Twin Cities Film Fest Red Carpet, brought to you by Ballard Spare. We appreciate you being part of this event. We are at day 2, and we're now hitting our short film block of today. And the thing that I think is really interesting, because it's called All the Wrong Places, so there's such a variety, and so many of the stories are like, how did we end up here? So one of our short film block films is the show Master Servant, and the writer, director, producer, editor, and all things amazing, Julie Koehnen, is next to me. So Julie, you actually, I think it's so interesting because I want you to tell everybody a little bit about Master Servant, but I also want to give them a little hint that I think a lot of times when we say short films, we just jump to the, oh, it's a short film. It probably has 2 people in it. It's a 1 camera. There's not a lot of things that are going on. Master Servant is an amazing piece that has amazing costuming. So many of our family and friends at the Twin Cities Film Fest, our actor friends, are in this film. So thank you very much for being part of it and doing so much work on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you saw it. I didn't know. Thank you. Yeah.
So tell everybody a little bit about Master Servant and why you decided to create it.
I became obsessed with the James J. Hill House and what was going on in Summit Avenue about 100 years ago. So I started doing research, and I kind of had this omen when I came to town. The Hill House had a billboard up, and it said, Minnesota's Downton Abbey. And that is exactly what I did. It's Minnesota's Downton Abbey. I'm dramatizing what was going on 125 years ago during the Gilded Age and the Industrial Revolution. And it was not just 2 people and a camera. It was like 75 people, day 2, with all the background actors in the Hill House, costuming from the Chanhassen Dinner Theater, from Hello Dolly. It was amazing. And the enthusiasm and people's devotion, willingness. Oh my God, my 2 producers here, Ruth and Steve Elbert, Ruth Maramis. I could not have done it without them. It was such an do you think it was overwhelming?
It was exciting. There was a lot going on. Yeah.
That's Ruth's I survived phase. I've seen that before.
I know, she's strangely quiet right now. I'm like,
it's overwhelming, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yes, but just so many details you cannot imagine. This is our actress, Tiffany, one of our actresses, Tiffany Cornwell.
And Tiffany, we're going to see you in another one of our films here at the Twin Cities Film Fest as well, right?
I'm actually going to be seen in 2 other short film blocks here at the Twin Cities Film Fest.
Right, well, thank you for taking time to be here. Now, Ruth, again, when we were talking and we were watching Master and Servant, I was like, there are so many moving parts to this. How did you distill it into, this is the part of the story, I'm going to say, about what went on in the James J. Hill House?
You know, I did a lot of research, and I think it's just my senses. I understood that 1893, Chicago's World Fair is going on. James J. Hill finishes his Transcontinental Railroad to the Puget Sound out of St. Paul, and 6 months later there's the largest strike on the railroad ever in railroad history, and I understood that that was a tumultuous time, and I was fascinated. So if I'm fascinated, you're fascinated. I can trust that. And so I just jumped in. And it's Master Servant's inspired by a TV show. I've written a TV show inspired by that year.
Okay.
And I wanted to give you a taste of it and set the tone and the look, and so I did this short film.
Because I did also wonder, because there are so many moving parts to this particular short film, what you were, we talked about your inspiration, but we did want to know what the future was for this whole property.
Yeah, well, I'm in a good position right now. Some very good things are happening, and I can't really say, but some things are happening, and it should be a TV show, and it should be America's Downton Abbey. It is representative of our history. So, say a prayer for me.
Well, in the meantime, we don't want to give anything away, but we will make sure that we give some positive vibes out there for what the future will hold for Master Servant. In the meantime, how do people support you?
Well, there's this huge debt left over. I'm still looking to retire that debt. It took a lot of fundraising. Anybody who's interested in having a TV series that is representative of Minnesota and St. Paul and Minneapolis, contact me. If they can participate, if they can help, I'm looking for anybody that could do something.
Perfect. And this particular short film block is sold out today, but is there a way that people will be able to view it at home? Is it video on demand, or is it going to be?
No. I'm keeping it under wraps, but the Golden Valley Foundation, Community Foundation, they gave me a grant, and they've put me together with the Golden Valley Orchestra So in January, there's going to be a performance. They'll be showing my film and then a performance by the Golden Valley Orchestra from music from that time. It's going to be beautiful.
So do you currently have a website for this one? We find you on social. How do we find you?
Masterservantmovie.com. My website was built by Ruth. My company, Ravenstream Productions, has a website, ravenstreamprod.com. You can find me on Instagram. Ruth is very good on Instagram. Ruth is very good on Facebook. Ravenstream Productions on Facebook. You can watch everything we're doing. We post it all the time.
Well, we are very excited to support you. We're excited to see your film, and thank you very much for sharing it with us and for putting so much work into Master Servant. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will see you. We'll be back here on the Twin Cities Film Fest red carpet in just a moment.